girls, nah, they like, oh, what do you mean? Like, nah, bruv, like, nah, bruv. What, you ain't got £100? What the fuck's wrong with ya? Like, brother, what's that, brother? Gotta take care of yourself, bruv. I don't even know you're gonna get it back to me, bruv.
I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack.
The Man-Child, video by the Slumflower. Now, this is a brand new channel that I found. And the name that she portrays is the Slumflower. This is one of her podcast episodes. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys something very interesting.
Let's talk about the man-child, the dreaded man-child, the incompetent male who just can't seem to figure it out. Oh, poor him. He's just having a hard time and you just need to use your words better to explain it to him in a way that he will understand.
Now, this is already a red flag. Now, why do I say this is a red flag? Simple. She's already trying to come at an angle to belittle men. So already her lens towards men isn't very highly rated, which is very unfair. But maybe she's had bad experiences in the past to where she would have this type of feeling towards men. But let's see.
And if you're being too mean about it, that's why he's not doing it properly. You just need to figure out a way to ask him nicely.
Right.
Aren't you a good wife?
So people, this is what you call a toxic female. This girl is so toxic. Oh my days. Wow. Dealing with that must be a fucking nightmare if you were a man dating her, bruv. Fucking hell, bruv. Okay, let's get into it.
And I feel sorry for the girls who have bound themselves to men in marriage, because now you're dealing with this incompetent man-child. You're kind of stuck with him for the rest of your life.
Interesting.
Because you've had his kids. Oh, babe. Someone messaged me and they said, even the nicest men we know manipulate endlessly. I married a man-child, and his parents enable his behavior because he is their firstborn son. Mind you, these 60 to 70-year-old parents still drive their son around, serve him at the dinner table, and get yelled at by him.
Now that's crazy. I can't lie. Having a parent who's still driving you around in their 60s and 70s and still cooking for you where you're not able to cook for yourself, that's a red flag as a man. Big man thing. Big man thing, that's a red flag as a man. Across the board, men and women should be able to know how to look after themselves. Period. Not just women, not just men. Both of us. So, this archetype that she's going at, this man-child, is obviously a thing. It definitely is a thing. So I want to see more of what she has to say and get really specific about who she's referring to.
He was very nice to me up until we started living together.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing. The fact that she hasn't, and she won't in this video, she doesn't acknowledge that women can do the exact same and are capable of the exact same type of manipulation, by the way. Which shows a level of wonderland that she thinks only women are able to live in, such as women don't manipulate. Men manipulate, women manipulate too, to try and get a certain bag off of you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to reap you for your resources. Men and women do the exact same thing. Gold diggers are in both parts of the sex. Men and women do the exact same shit.
Together. Suddenly, he behaves exactly like he would to his parents towards me. Sometimes I see his sincere kindness in our relationship, but most times, No. He just guilt trips me endlessly for making him uncomfortable. That right there is a man-child.
Now, can't lie, when she makes the statement about a man being uncomfortable, is exactly why society can't keep going like this, man. Thinking that men can't be uncomfortable when realistically men and women can be uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say this kind of plays on the video that I actually reacted to yesterday, which would have come out for you guys. Saeed being sexually assaulted by Nina Lynn and the black girl, I forgot her name. Yeah, that's what uncomfortable looks like, my man. That's one instance where a woman thinks she can get away with certain things. Like, oh, let's say another example. When a girl touches a guy's bum, that makes a man very uncomfortable. Let's say you do something sexually that a man's not comfortable with, such as some batty man settings, I can't lie. The girl will be like, ah, ha, 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 that's so funny, da 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 da. Yeah, bruv. Switch the roles though, crazy. But anyway, let's keep it pushing.
They're everywhere. And I think it's really sad that women have learnt this behavior of treating it as so endearing when a man is incompetent. They think that if a man is incompetent and they teach him things, they're essentially molding this man and making him better. And it's sad to see it happen all the time. You making a man better just makes you make him better for another woman.
Damn, that is a toxic way of thinking. 100%. The reason why I say that is because in a relationship, in my opinion, our relationship dynamic should be is you both give 100% every single day towards each other. That's what a relationship should be. If, let's say, you're lacking in the area as a man, you're lacking in, let's say you are a engineer or you're an electrician, but you don't really know the legal system too tough, but your girl knows how to run the legal system. She's a lawyer, right? Doesn't it make more sense that the woman should teach the man a little bit about law and vice versa, right? You both learn from each other. It should always be a back and forth. It shouldn't be a thing where only the man teaches the woman. Like, you can learn a lot from women too. If they know things that you don't know, you get to learn from them. If you know things that she don't know, they learn from you. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be a one-way street. Never. So that dynamic should never be a thing.
I am the other woman.
And more times than not, men are teaching more to women than women are teaching to men. Just gotta make that clear.
Who, after you have molded him and he still left you, when he meets a woman like me, he's prepped and primed and he's ready to do as he's told because he has learnt his lesson that I don't have to teach him. You've done all the heavy lifting for me, and I just want to thank you for doing all that for me, because now this man is so much easier to train and deal with. But jokes aside,
that's taps. I can't lie. Like the way she's making it seem as if she has to train a man. Like he's her bitch. Like he's their son. It's really a weird thought process that she's got right here. I can't lie. Because this is your partner. You shouldn't have to train them to do anything. Right? You shouldn't see them as a training project or a dog you're training. You know what I'm saying? It's just a weird dynamic still, I can't lie. Because the way I see women, look, if you don't know something, I'm more than willing to help you know something. I'm not training you. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm giving out knowledge. That's what that is. But the way she sees it doesn't, and the way she's making it sound, makes it sound like she's treating people like dogs. That's kind of mad still.
That is half joke, half not joke, because I actually mean it when I say that I prefer men who have been married before or who have been molded previously by another woman, because I ain't got time to repeat myself. You either do as you're told or you're blocked.
So I mean, do as you're told. So it sounds like you want a man child, actually, madam. That's really odd, isn't it? Talks about a man child being incompetent and then turns around and says, do as you're told. Which would be a man child. This girl, man, I'm telling you, bro. It make no sense, bro.
But aside from that, it is actually really sad to see that we are in a world where women are so confined to this idea that they really have to just teach men and train them and help them to understand things better. Because you just have to explain it nicely. That really bothers me. I'm not going to lie. It bothers me because there's something about seeing women repeat themselves into oblivion.
Right.
And them not realizing that it's time to stop. But they don't want to stop because they've spent all this time with this man. And if they stop, they're going to lose out on their investment. That scares a lot of women.
In a relationship, you're both investing to each other. You invest in your feelings, you invest in your time, your energy, love, your resources, your mental state. You're literally investing all of your being into another person. That's what you're doing. And seeing it as an investment, it's true. It's pretty much what it is. It's called a spade, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it should be both ways. A man invests into women invest into men. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just how it goes. This is the risk we all play. Scared money don't make no money. You feel me? Scared feelings don't make no new feelings, bro. Come on now.
And this is why I feel very strongly about this whole investment concept. You're not supposed to invest in men.
So does that mean mentioning invest in women? That sounds so stupid, in my opinion.
Passively, you will invest your time just by virtue of dating him and being around him. And this is even when times are good, you're still investing your time, right? But that's the most you should invest, your time. But that investment of your time should be beneficial to you.
So you see how she says only investment in time, right? So you're not investing any new memories, you're not investing any feelings. She just says time. So that means you guys sit on the bed together and you just sit there, bruv. That's all you fucking do. It just don't sound right. It is unrealistic. You both have to invest time, energy, effort, feelings, memories, mental effort, the works. Time, bruv. Fucking hell.
If you are now deciding to embark upon extracurricular activities and take on this role of teaching him and helping him through it, you're not going to be remunerated for that time you're wasting.
That's very toxic, man.
There's this guy who I've been friends with him for years, but we stopped talking for probably like 3 years. Not because of a fallout. We just drifted apart naturally.
Right.
And a couple months ago, we reconnected in our friendship. and he opened up to me about how much he's been struggling with trying to find his feet with romance. Like, he wants to give more of himself to romance, but he just feels like he's closed off, and he just feels like he can't really let go and relax into the trust of getting to know someone. And what's interesting is the old me would have felt compelled to like help him understand his emotions better, even if just as a friend I'm playing that role for him.
Right.
Old me would have loved doing that. But you see, current me, after I heard him express all of that, I took it in. Of course, like, in the time when we had that discussion, I provided encouragement and support as a friend. But after we had that conversation, I decided I'm not going to reach out to him first. If at all he does want to reach out to me and hang out with me, that's his choice to make. But what I'm not going to do is try to become this person that is going out of my way to nurture him and help him and reach out to him and be like, hey.
See, okay, now this is so mad. Ooh. Right, first problem here, yeah. And this, you know what, this is the point I always had to say, yeah. Men and women can't be friends. It's just a fact. And this is clearly stated here. Because if that guy did that and gave that, opened up towards another man, say one of his boys, yeah, the boys will probably joke at him, first of all. And then they'll be like, come on, bro, you can do better. They'll actually try to give their level of support if they're good guys, bro. You know what I'm saying? And what you turn around and did was think, man, I can't be arsed. That's pretty much the energy you moved with. You know what that sounds like? It sounds like a fake friend. Right? That don't sound like a friend to me. What are friends for? Friends are meant to be able to take off the load, help you through certain things, give you their life experience, their own advice, be able to confide in each other. But no. As soon as she realized she wasn't gaining anything from this friendship, right? And the fact that the way I know that she is going with a gaining mentality is the fact that she won't call him at all. But if he calls her to go hang out, oh yeah, oh that's a free dinner. Oh yeah, oh let's go. So what kind of relationship is this? That's not a friendship. You're an acquaintance. You just know each other. It's crazy that she called it a friendship. That's crazy.
Thinking of you, are you okay? Do you want to hang out? I'm not doing that.
Oh yeah, and the fact that she says nurture, once again, why are you trying to mother another human being who isn't your child? I'll say this for women, yeah? Look, don't try to mother men. Don't do that. Why? Because you're not their fucking mother. Don't ever try to do that shit. Right? And nurture, that's for children only, man. You don't nurture men. That doesn't sound like a man to me.
I'm not doing that. Because a man who has expressed to me that he's having trouble with his emotions and he really wants to date, but he doesn't really know what he can offer a woman, that sounds like a huge personal problem going on, and I cannot help you with that. I'm not qualified. I don't want to. I actually don't want to help. I shouldn't be helping you with that.
That's crazy. She couldn't even give a reason why you would be a good man. She can't even give a reason why like the good qualities of the person that's literally talking to them. That's crazy. Because bro, When one of your friends is going through a tough time, you're meant to be there for them as a friend, right? You try your best, but it doesn't sound like you were willing to invest in the friendship. So that means you were never friends to begin with, which is what a lot of relation dynamics are when it comes to when men and women are friends. Hence why they cannot be friends, because the giving is not the same. It's not a like, let's say for example, let's say I'm a man and I need 100 quid, and I go ask my friend who's a girl, do you think that girl's gonna give me that £100? No. If I ask my boys, he'll give me that straight away. Because he knows I'm good for getting it back type shit, bro. Girls, nah, they're like, oh, what do you mean? Like, nah, bro, like, nah, bruv. What, you ain't got £100? What the fuck's wrong with ya? Like, brother, what's that, brother? Can't take care of yourself? Bruv. I don't even know you're gonna get it back to me. Bruv. Crazy. But you know what? I'm not gonna act like women would not ever do that. But I want to make clear, it's more likely to happen if your boy is gonna give you £100 versus a girl. Just telling the truth.
As a man, you're supposed to have this under control. I need you to figure it out. The concept of the man-child, it really bothers me.
Right.
Because I think that women are so quick to make excuses for men, and women are so quick to forgive men. You've probably heard of the phrase weaponized incompetence. Very popular phrase. If you're not familiar with the phrase weaponized incompetence is a thing that men commonly do where they pretend they don't know how to do it properly, so that you end up being like, oh, I'll just do it myself. They do that with the washing machine. They do that with changing the kids' diapers. They do that with basic tasks around the house. They do that with writing a fucking shopping list. They want to put all the mental load on you. I see this happen very frequently in married people's relationships.
Okay. Now this weaponized incompetence is a humongous red flag in terms of the type of guy that you're dating. And I'm going to be speaking to the men right now, yeah? If you don't know how to fucking wash a dish, if you don't know how to flipping use a washing machine, bruv, what the fuck have you been doing for your whole life, bro? If you don't know how to cook a meal, write a fucking shopping list, what is going on, bruv? Because big man thing, that's wild, bro. But one thing I want to make clear, it's not as if men and women aren't capable of doing the exact same type of showing the exact same level of incompetence. It's not as if all women know how to cook. It's not as if all women know how to clean. It's not as if all women know how to take care of a home. It's just not a broad brush like that type of shit. Right? But I'm pretty sure majority of men know how to use a fucking washing machine. Pretty sure majority of men know how to wash dishes. I'm pretty sure majority of men know how to write a fucking shopping list. So she's pointing out and cherry picking certain instances where a man isn't competent in that certain field, which is very unfair because we can do the exact same thing for women, but it doesn't. The exception never makes the rule. That's just a fact.
And honestly, it's part of what puts me off being married, because I think that it's really sad when men think that it's okay to just put the mental load on their female partner, on this assumption that it will be fine. Like, she can just figure it out. She will do it. She will do it. So they don't care about how exhausted she is. They don't care about the possibility of her being turned off by that behavior. But you know why they don't care? Because they know she's not going anywhere. You can tell that a man believes you're not going anywhere by how comfortable he is in his fiend incompetence.
So you know what she's trying to say? Date the perfect man. Only look for the perfect man. Oh yeah, the man who isn't incompetent in any field or in anything. Look, women, you fall short in areas, men fall short in areas. Hence why we're both meant to pick up the pieces where the other one lacks. Because women, you can't do everything, and neither can men. They can't do everything. That's what you're there for, to help. That's what men are there for, to help each other. There's this argument about that she's trying to portray as if only men are capable of being incompetent, and hence that's why she will never get married. It's crazy. That's crazy talk. And that's why you're going to stay alone for a long time, because you're going to start realizing, oh shit, every man is incompetent in something. And I'm sure she's incompetent in certain things as well. Crazy.
The moment a man starts to feel comfortable with you picking up on the tasks that he conveniently doesn't know how to do is the moment you should be aware that he thinks you're never going to leave. Because a man who thinks that you might leave if you start to see him as incompetent is a man who would never allow you to see him as incompetent, because that means that he's putting himself in a position where he stands to risk losing you.
That's very toxic.
He knows that incompetence would turn you off. And he doesn't want you to see him as incompetent, because if you see him as incompetent, then you wouldn't desire him anymore. And he knows that you're the kind of woman that would move on, because in the past you've moved on. So he knows what you're capable of. But men know that once they marry you, you're not going anywhere. The reason they're confident that you're not going anywhere...
that's bullshit. If you look at how often people are getting married nowadays in terms of Gen Z, people aren't getting married. The majority of people are just not getting married anymore. Why? Because they realize marriage is hard, man. You know what I'm saying? And besides, the divorce rate is 42% in the UK. Did you know that amongst marriages? 42%. So that's another point. Men aren't getting married because they're afraid that you're just gonna cut them loose and go. That's why they're not getting married. That's one reason why they're not getting married. Another reason is because financially it's just fucking tough. Because women always want these, well, a lot of women want big weddings that are expensive. They want a nice wedding ring. They want to have a beautiful dress that costs £10,000. They want to have a huge ballroom where they invite their entire fucking family lineage, bruv. Yeah, that's expensive shit. Marriage is very expensive if you want it to be. And if a woman wants it, but by golly, you're going to have to spend that shit, bro. Cough up the pennies, bag guy. Start scraping them off the table, bag guy. Shit's wild, bro. Men who get married are, yeah, of course they're afraid of you fucking leaving, bruv. Of course they're afraid of you fucking leaving. Because at the flick of a dime, men or women could just say, you know what, I'm not happy anymore. So I want to leave. Give up all the years that they give to each other. Now, one thing I will say, if you are both not happy or you're not the same and you've actively tried to change things around marriage counseling, etc., marriage therapy, and it's not working, fair enough. Just let it go. Never stay in a marriage that you feel that you're not trapped anymore. Besides, the divorce rate has actually been increasing over the years because women are feeling more and more comfortable and men are feeling more and more comfortable divorcing. Because as Western society gets more and more progressed, people are realizing that they actually have more freedom than they had before. Because culturally, things have changed. So that's why marriages aren't happening. And that's why men are actually afraid to get married.
It's because a lot of women, they marry for love. In fact, most women marry for love. So when you've
Men
married for love,
marry
you haven't
for love
legally
as well.
advocated for yourself. Therefore,
Well, not all of them. But not all women marry for love either. Some women marry because they want to get a quick bag. You know what I'm saying? Get that quick buck. But that's only left for people of the 1%. That's what majority of people are not marrying for a quick buck.
it is technically easier to stay in the thing you're unhappy in than to get a divorce. Because if you divorce him and you happen to be the breadwinning woman, he's getting half of the money that you worked so hard for.
And once again, this rhetoric that she's pushing that, oh, if you're the breadwinning woman, then he's getting half. How often does that happen? Where the woman is making more than the man? How often? Let's go see. A survey by YouGov found that about 26% of women in heterosexual relationships reported earning more than their partner. Only 26%. A media article reported that wives earning more than their husbands is now around 1 in 4 couples, 25%. So, majority of the time when these divorces are happening, the man is earning more than the woman. So once again, she's given this ideology as if women earn more than men often. It's not often. It's only 25%. So 1 in 4 people that you see, or 1 in 4 couples that you see who are married, women's earning more.
And I think that's really embarrassing. I think that's really, really embarrassing as a woman for a man to get your money. You know, there's celebrities, right?
Oh.
Who, within their divorces, how it's played out is because the woman is the breadwinning star, she actually pays the man alimony. So she's the one paying child support to the man. Oh my goodness. Just the idea of a man receiving money from a woman, it disgusts me to my core.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man. So that disgusts you, but when a man has to give money to the woman, oh no, that's completely fine. No, that's cool. That's normal. It's like, do you not know what equality is, darling? That's how it works. Whoever makes the most money has to pay child support to the other, so that the child can keep the certain level of lifestyle that they had while you guys were both together. It's about the child. It's not about the woman. It's about the child getting the same lifestyle in both households. I don't know. That was so.
I don't know how I would live with myself as a woman if I was having to pay child support to a man.
Jesus.
First of all, what is even going to put me in a situation where I'm marrying a man who I have more money than? I wouldn't do it. There's no amount of love on this earth that's enough for me to do that. I'm so sorry.
And this is where she shows her true colors. She's materialistic. It's almost as if we all saw it coming. This is what she's in it for, man. She wants to be able to be looked after. Should look at that.
I've already met men who I love and I wouldn't marry them. Because I don't see marriage as something that I do just because I love someone. I see marriage as something I do because it's going to benefit me. It's going to make my life even better. Love.
You see that? This is toxic right here, people. Because imagine if a man took on this mindset as well. What benefits do I get from marrying this woman? Because realistically, there isn't really a benefit of being married other than legal papers and things of that nature being so much simpler. Getting certain tax benefits for being married. What's the actual benefit? If you're going with this mindset of, oh, what can I gain? What do I get? What do I get from the man? That's tapped, man. And to be honest, I'm not going to say that you should just be marrying people just because you love them, because love is just a chemical in your brain that goes off whenever you feel something deeply for a person that comes and goes. It's just a chemical, man. So if you actually just see yourself wanting a future with this person, then you marry them. Not because of benefit, not because of love, but because you see a future with them and you can actually see how you guys would work in a dynamic where guys like each other. You know? Some crazy, crazy, lonely dynamic, cuz.
As an emotion.
Fucking hell.
Doesn't necessarily materially make your life better. It just makes your life easier to cope with, but your conditions are the same. I'm going to require more than that from a man, because if that's all that love can do, I already have that around me. So why would I marry a man for what I already have? I'm not marrying a man because I love him. I'm marrying a man because he loves me way more. And that's how I know I'm going to get the best I can get out of this.
Jesus Christ.
This is how I wish women would think. But they don't think that way. They think, well, we can just help him build. He's struggling right now, but I love him and I just see the potential.
And this is crazy because when you flip the script and you give men this type of thinking to where, oh, I don't love this girl. Man, fuck this girl, bruv. Yeah, bruv. I'm just together just because I can get whatever I want, bruv. Do you know how crazy that sounds, bro? Oh my God. And I know majority of men don't think like this. They don't think, oh, what can I gain from this woman? They don't think like this. But this woman and the people that follow her do. And that is very toxic. Very toxic. And this is exactly why you will stay lonely for a very long time, madam. But I guess she's okay with that.
Potential is a dangerous word, girl. Is your life worth throwing away via a dice toss? That's essentially what you're doing. You're shuffling dice in your hands and you're tossing them just to see what's going to happen.
That's what a relationship is. You don't know what the future holds. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything can change at the flick of a switch. It's up to both parties to decide whether they want to show up again. Because I'm sure, and as I've seen, marriages are never perfect. It's never Disney Wonderland every single day. You both have to show up every day for each other, giving 100%, you know what I'm saying? Showing up for each other, helping when the other one's falling short, you know what I'm saying? Going the extra mile for each other. That's what I feel like marriages should be. You know, how can I give an example? Let's say somebody needs to pick up the kids, right? But the man, let's say he is, I don't know, he is away for a little bit because of a business trip. And the same could be vice versa, by the way, vice versa. Somebody's going to have to pick up the slack for the children. That's the whole nature of what giving 100% and picking up where the other one is lacking, where they can't pick up their slack. That's the whole point of a relationship. Come on now, man.
Because potential isn't impossible to meet, but not everyone meets their potential, babe. You can't go off of potential. I would never in my life advise any young woman.
Well, majority of people don't reach their potential. So what? So men shouldn't date women because they don't reach their full potential? What the fuck? You see what I'm saying? Majority of people do not reach their full potential. So it's like, this way of thinking is silly.
In my life, to prioritize a man's potential. Potential is not proof of concept.
Fuck.
Potential is potential. Proof is a different concept altogether. So if a man is displaying signs of incompetence, then that tells me that he's the kind of man who will be probably sloppy with money, unreliable. I wouldn't marry him.
So because he's incompetent in a certain area, he's going to be more likely to be sloppy with his finances. When realistically, more likely than not, a woman is more likely to be financially illiterate with their money and sloppy with their money. In fact, it's just both ways. Majority of people are bad with their money. Hence why a lot of people are in 9-to-5s. Hence why a lot of people are stuck paycheck to paycheck. Because majority of people are financially illiterate. They didn't learn from their parents. They didn't learn the financial lessons that they should have applied to their life because they learned what their parents knew. And they just go willy-nilly like that. That's majority of people. Simple as that. That shouldn't be the be-all, end-all for why you don't date a person. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. If one of you is financially literate and the other is financially illiterate, it makes more sense for one of you to teach how you should run the finances. Simple.
I think
Picking up where the other one lacks.
I think that women are not being mean enough to men, and that's why men feel very comfortable to perform incompetence around you guys, because they believe that you're going to step in and fix it. They believe that you are going to help them manage their shame. That you are going to fill in the blanks for them. So they'll do things like, I don't know how to load this dishwasher. I've tried, I don't know how to do it. And then when they try, they'll deliberately do it badly so that you'll be like, you know what, from now on I'm going to do it.
I don't, and the thing is, right, she's only referring to this incompetence theory that she's talking about in terms of household chores. That's it. That's all she's talking about right here. That's it. When I know women are definitely capable of a lot more than just chores, right? So I don't know why she doesn't point towards anything else. That's a weird one.
And that becomes another load for you. This is why I know marriage is not for me. If this is what marriage is, and this is what you guys are raring to go and do, miss me with it. I'm happy to be child-free, unwed, living for myself, and
That's fine.
dipping in and out of dating when I feel like it. Because
See what I mean? That's the type of relationship she wants. That's cool.
too much mental load would send me into severe mental health issues.
That's why you share the mental load.
I don't cope well with too much mental load.
Then you share it.
I already know what my strengths and weaknesses are. That's why I keep to myself.
Oh, so that means you have incompetence. Oh, would you look at that? She admitted it. Oh my God. She admitted it. There it is. There it is. There it is. You have weaknesses. That means you have incompetence. My God. It's crazy. Thinking that only men can have incompetence, but completely missing the fact that you are capable of being incompetent in something as well. That's crazy.
And keep it pushing.
And I truly hope women start to learn that you're both capable of doing the exact same things in terms of incompetence. You're both capable of doing the same thing. Both genders are capable of it. And you may think you're the perfect person. Nobody is perfect. So to make it seem as if, oh, don't date incompetent men in any area. Don't date them. Nah, man. What the fuck? That's how you stay lonely, man. That's not lonely. I should say that's how you stay alone. Because alone doesn't mean lonely, by the way. But yeah, this girl's gonna stay alone for a very long time, man.
Because as a single, unwed spinster, it's hard enough keeping my own 1-bedroom studio flat tidy, let alone kids and a husband. A husband who is expecting me to keep this house tidy all the time. I'm not doing that. I'm so sorry. If that's what marriage is, you guys can have it. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I think there's something deeply insidious about men pretending to be incompetent.
Pretending.
The idea that they believe that you should take on that burden instead goes to show that on a default level, they dehumanize you. A man can love you and still dehumanize you. You know that, right? I think people struggle with this idea of a man loving you and still doing hurtful things to you because they think that if a man loves you, then he would never hurt you. But what you're describing is a woman.
Mm.
It's funny, there's this common saying that women don't want husbands, women want wives. You want your husband to behave like a wife would. You want your husband to be thoughtful.
Then go date a woman then. What the fuck? What the hell?
And to essentially exist in harmony with you like a wife would. But it's a man you're marrying. Nobody's forcing you to marry. You're choosing to opt into this. So if you're making the choice to marry a man, then there are other choices you're making around that big choice you're making.
Right.
But yet you guys be choosing men who they thoughtlessly dump the labor on you. They don't think, this woman's actually dealing with a lot. Let me just take over. And no, she doesn't owe me sex for me putting the kids to bed early and cleaning all the tabletops.
Well, so she acknowledges that there are men who are competent in the areas that she's talking about. But why aren't you dating those men, madam? Should look at that. It's because they don't want to date you. Oh, that's a touchy subject right there. Sounds like she's only dated incompetent men in areas that she deems very valuable.
And what's interesting is because men are so shallow and so insufferable, when a man is...
Okay, I think I'm done with this video. Now she's painting a whole brush that all men are shallow. Wow, as if women can't be shallow. Wow, this is crazy. Kadera Egeru, a British writer, host of Slumflower podcast, author of #1 Sunday Times bestseller, What a Time to Be Alone. Oh my God, what a time to be alone. Yeah, women, don't listen to this girl, please. Don't listen to this girl, bruv. I'm telling you, if you're actually looking for a relationship, certain things, yeah, watch out for a man who is incompetent in certain areas, right? Who isn't trying to learn to improve. If a man doesn't choose to improve or give his 100%, yeah, watch out for that guy, 100%. But also understand that there are things that you are incompetent to, and he will pick up that load, because trust me, men do that too. Until next time, guys, love.